how can you do it? That you're a mother of four, you're a successful entrepreneur, you have a book that has been published, and you're a company owner. And so how is it possible that all of these things you can do parallel?
Hey there, everybody. Good to see you guys all on here today. So the secret is I don't do it all. So if you feel like you have to do it all, you don't do it all. I'm a very much a one-track mind, and when I'm all in and focused, like that is the only thing I'm focusing on. But I, of course, have other responsibilities. In the early days of My Daily Choice, I was 100% all My Daily Choice all the time. And it was a big sacrifice. My kids had to learn that we are building a business as entrepreneurs, and they had to learn and grow with us as we created the company. But my vision for the future was stronger than my need to be comfortable right now. And it's easy to look at somebody further down in their life or their chapter and say, wow, you've done it all. It's always a work in progress. I became a mother when I was 19 years old. My son is almost 18 years old now, my oldest. And at the time, I didn't know anything about life, but I did know that I wanted to give him the best. When he was born, I worked several jobs and I went to school full time, all at the same time. But that's why I got into network marketing, because I wanted to have more time freedom and money freedom. I remember getting a call from the babysitter when my son was 1 year old and he started walking for the first time. And it was around then that I knew that I would never want to miss anything else. So I stayed focused, and when Hampworx came about, I worked like crazy, but now I live almost full time with my kids. But there are many seasons in life, and when you decide to build your business, that is an entire season. It takes laser focus. It takes sacrifice. It takes setting other things off to the side until you reach your completion of your mission that you have for yourself. And so how do you build a business with kids? Well, you include them.
I do simultaneous interpreting, so let me just try to remember what Chandler was saying. So the reason why we are grateful that you're here is that you're just incredible, and our mission and our goal is to reach 100,000 families with Hampworx, or with the help of the Hampworx products. And we would like to get some advice from you, some communication tips and ideas, and anything that you could recommend us to be able to achieve this mission.
I think it's important to know what sets Hampworx apart from everything else out there. So even though hemp is ancient, been around for thousands of years, regulation-wise and through our governments, it's very new. And what's interesting is we have some forms of cannabis, which we call drugs, and then other forms of cannabis, which we call medical. So what's the difference? The hemp explosion actually happened prior to 1930. It's been around many, many years. It actually funded the wars of World War II back in the day. In the United States, it was illegal if you were not growing hemp. And Navy ships used it for rope and textiles and, all kinds of different things. And in the 1800s, 90% of all medicine made was made out of hemp. And so a big change happened in the States when drug manufacturing started. But before that, hemp has always been around to help people be healthy. Next important thing to know is that every single body has an endocannabinoid system. So just as you have a digestive system, a respiratory system, a neurological system, you also have an endocannabinoid system. And you have receptors throughout your body that need cannabis. There's CB1 and CB2 receptors. CB1 receptors are a part of your brain, so the psychoactive effects of sometimes marijuana or hemp-derived THC is your C1 receptors. And the CB2 receptors is throughout your whole body, like your immune system and such. Hemp targets CB2 receptors, which is one of the reasons why it's so powerful at what it does. Now, because hemp and CBD is somewhat new to regulations, Hampworx went above and beyond standard-wise to keep everything clean. Right now in the United States, you can sell a bottle of CBD oil with a label that has CBD with no CBD inside. And the same is true in the EU. And that's because they haven't caught up to the boom of people trying to buy these products. So many manufacturers add fillers and additives, and they dilute their formulas to save money. Sometimes they're using ethanol and harmful solvents to extract the CBD, which damages it. Hampworx keeps everything very simple and very pure. We go above and beyond when it comes to safety and testing to make sure that you're getting all the cannabinoids that you paid for. So we started doing that in 2017, and some companies are only now starting to do testing now. So if you tried CBD of other brands, it might not have worked. But if you try ours, it will work. And I like to tell people, it's not what you feel on the products, it's what you don't feel anymore. Because it's so popular, many bad actors entered the space. But I started Hampworx because I was sick. In 2014, I was very, very sick when hemp disease just barely started. My hair was falling out. I was super tired all the time. I had weird rashes on my elbows. My stomach looked 9 months pregnant, but I wasn't pregnant. And when I went to get my blood drawn, it showed that I was not absorbing nutrition. No nutrients were getting in. I found out that my body was attacking itself. And when I was sitting at the doctor's office, I was reading an article on my phone about cannabis and what I was diagnosed with. So I left the doctor's office and I went to the dispensary.
Is that the place where they
sell all of the cannabis? But around the same time, a farm in Kentucky called us and said that they're creating CBD in the most purest form, and they wanted me to try it. And they were doing clinical research at the University of Kentucky. I was desperate, so I decided I will try it. And within 7 days, all my symptoms began to reverse. So at that moment in time, I thought maybe this is placebo. Maybe I just wished to be well. So I did what any network marketer would do, and I asked for lots of samples to give out to people. And within 3 weeks, I had hundreds of testimonies coming in. So I started a Facebook group, and it went to 100,000 people in 8 weeks because everybody was getting results. So I went to Josh and I said, we need this in my daily choice. And he said, absolutely not. And I said, okay, I'll start my own business. And so Hampworx.com was born. So now Josh and I are competing head to head. But after he saw my sales, he said, okay. And we ended that year at 10 million in sales. The next year, we grew to 100 million in sales. And now we're at over $500 million in sales now. And it continues to grow year after year. Yes. Because the products work. It is literally for everybody and for every dog and cat. And everybody's going to have a different experience because your body metabolizes cannabis differently. Some people need a lot, and some people just need a little bit. I take 4 drops of this in the morning and 4 drops at night. We are working on a THC-free version for the EU.
Thank you.
So the current regulation is 0.05% THC for the EU. So we'll take some more THC out and then we'll give it to you guys. But the difference is CBD is amazing all by itself, but this is the precursor. It's in its raw form. And it's about 1,000 times stronger. And it is amazing for on-the-spot treatment topically as well as sublingually. I truly believe everybody needs this in their house. From bug bites to sunburns to like literally every boo-boo in the family, like from toddler scratches, it's for everything. You will start feeling better in a week taking these products, but try it on a wound topically and you will see it rapidly. I think we will have a lot of testimonies again come out of these new products. Did you have other questions for me, Shandor?
I think Judith has a very good question.
Thank you very much. I very much appreciate you being here with us. Now there are almost 140 people here in this Zoom who in the next 90 days would absolutely like to take the news and the good news of Hampworx to 100,000 families. I can see the guest list here in the Zoom, and I know for sure that there are some doctors here as well who absolutely are convinced of the great results of the Hampworx products, and they would like to also spread the message out. Jenna, if you could share some of your sentences with us here that we could use to give the news to, to spread the news to people around us about Hampworx, how wonderfully it works and everything. What are some of those sentences?
Honestly, you just need people to try it. I mean, this is a product that you just have to try. I mean, as far as speaking out, you can't say disease names, but I'll tell you, when people see that you have this, they will tell you what's wrong, and you will have the solution for them. I also encourage everybody to get educated. This, more than anything else, is an education play. There's lots of studies out there now that wasn't there 5 years ago. When we started Hampworx, there was nothing on the internet at all. But now there's PubMed articles, there's scientific research. You can type in any ailment and CBD or CBDA, and it'll show you what's being done with the plant. I would ask, do you know anybody that is suffering from an illness or has particular health goals? Have them try it and document the results. Go out and get as many testimonies as you can. Now, the government's weird. They don't let us say disease names, but if you give it to your dogs that have issues, dogs don't talk. They can show you that they're better. We've had older dogs with joint issues that could not walk, and within 2 weeks, they're walking and running like a puppy again. And the same is true for humans. So first, try it yourself, get your own story, and then get it out to as many people as you can.
I know, Jenna, that you strongly believe in the power of network marketing, and I also believe that the network marketing has an incredible power. Could you give maybe some encouraging thoughts to those people here who have some fear about doing network marketing?
Everybody's a network marketer already. There's no way that you're not a network marketer. If you've ever recommended anything in your life, you're a network marketer. If you're already using products and you're telling people about them, that's the only thing that we're doing here. Same thing. But you have to look at yourself more than that. Like, you are a consultant. Consultants ask questions. Imagine if you went to the doctors and before you tell him what's wrong with you, he says, this is what you need. Well, how do you know? So we sell products like that, and that's why it doesn't work. So imagine you're a doctor, ask lots of questions, get all the symptoms, get all the information. Okay, you have trouble sleeping, you have low energy, okay, you're very fatigued, okay, you need to lose some weight. Gather all the information. One powerful thing you can say when you're recruiting: I'm not here to sell you anything you don't want or need. I only want to recommend products I think that will help you. And if you know our products, you can make honest recommendations. And people will see the difference. And when you're recruiting on the business side, it's the same thing, except you're going to ask about their personal goals, financial goals. If you go around and ask every single person, what do you really, really want? 9 times out of 10, they won't know. And so it's our job to pull the dream out of them. Okay, I give you permission to dream. What is it that you really, really want? Okay, they'll start to answer. They'll say maybe $500 a month, or maybe 20,000 a month. Maybe they want their dream house, but we have to figure out what their dreams are. And then we work backwards from the compensation plan, because this is a volume-based compensation plan. Whatever income, we just figure out what volume we need. I didn't even reach the top of the compensation plan. I'm happy at super. I would be happy at 100K. There's something for everybody within our compensation plan. As a super affiliate, you can earn up to $1 million a month. And you may figure out after you hit $1 million a month that you don't need $1 million a month. And then your dreams and your goals will evolve to how do we help everybody else? And so if you help enough people get what they want, you will have what you want. Out of my entire team, 65,000 people, I worked with about 10 to 12. You don't have to work with 70,000 people. You have to build generals and train them very well. And then your team will grow. But my secret, 7 of the 8 ways you get paid is in the unilevel. So your personal production is key. I've enrolled 4,800 people personally. And you don't have to do that. But you can build a whole business just off your own sales, or you can build a massive team. So I want to leave you with this. Get super crystal clear on what it is you want. That's the starting point of all achievement. And while you're holding the vision of what you want, make it a personal mission to go help 10 to 12 people get everything they want. And you'll reach your goals.
Would you be so kind to say some encouraging words about the importance of events?
Events are the fire. And if you want to build your business, you have to stay close to the fire. Because entrepreneurship is very hard. And if you're not at events, you're going to get cold. And so if you want to light up other people, then bring them to events too. Make it your mission this year to get your 10 to 12 at the event. How many of you guys are going to Jamaica? I'll be there. I'll see you guys there.
Just as a last question, may I ask you what your new book is going to be about?
My new book is called The Eighth Vessel, and it's about the 7 laws of the universe, but it's written in fiction. And so it's about a successful female entrepreneur who is being asked to speak on stage about the 7 laws of the universe. She's transported back to ancient Egypt and is studying with Hermes Trismegistus himself.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And it's about her journey as she's studying with him and through ancient Egypt and the parallels of modern life. You see, The Secret from Bob Proctor was only on 1 law. And so I feel like this is the sequel, but with all of them. And I hope you guys enjoy it. It comes out in February.
We are very much looking forward to your book being published. And today has been Christmas for us. This is kind of a gift that you have given us today, just for being with us and sharing your thoughts. I often say the sentence that I have found my home in network marketing with my daily choice. I had been with many other companies, and I know that tonight many people here in the Zoom feel the same as well, that they have found their home.
That means everything to us. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jenna. God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much. Goodbye.